Hi, everyone. Welcome to Elle Unfiltered. It's me, as my grandbaby said, it's me. How are you guys this evening? We're back on Wednesday. Well, we're never not here on Wednesday, but we are. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in on ANO. Thank you guys for tuning in on all of my social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and here I am right now on TikTok. Hey, you know what? I think coming up in the next 10 days, if we are on TikTok, we have to see if they get an agreement for TikTok or TikTok is going to go dark again. So we'll see. Okay, we'll see if that happens in about 10 days. That's what's being reported. So I don't know. So welcome to Elle Unfiltered. If you guys are just joining me on TikTok or any other platform, then Tuesdays. Oh, why do I keep saying Wednesdays? Tuesdays are when we have special guests, and today is no exception to that rule. I have two guests today, starting with um, Luna Collins. Luna has been here before, and she has a new single out, and we're going to discuss that new single with her and all of the other things that's been going on with her. Normally, this is me by myself on Tuesdays. On Mondays, if you miss us, then you miss me, Brianna, and Dr. Fight. We're here on Mondays, and so you guys missed us yesterday. So while I wait my guests to come in the room, while I wait my guests to come in the room, let's get to some BET stuff. So last night was BET Awards 25 years. Can you believe it? Now I missed the first part. You know what I missed? I missed the what is it? 106 in Park. So they the one in one well, I don't know how you say it. 106, 106, I don't know. 106 in Park. So they had artists. They were bringing back artists from like early 2000s.
It was their top videos.
Their top videos.
So whatever videos were like number one on the countdown.
And what 2000?
So they went from whatever era. So you base it off of the host that you had. So you like first you had I forgot what her name is.
Free and AJ.
Free. They were the originals.
Okay.
So that's why they were last. But you had so it's based on era. So like I think once it went off in like 2015 somewhere. So you had that was Terrence J.
Okay.
Like the Roxy Dia and the Shantae Kelly or some her name.
Okay.
Then you left there. You went to Big Tigger and Julissa. They were after Free and AJ.
Oh, okay.
They're free. So they based the music off of that. So that's when you had the Shanti, A Marie, Keisha Cole.
Okay.
T.I., B2K.
Ooh.
And then Bow Wow was the closer because Bow Wow was on one
right. Bow Wow is a full grown man now. Bow Wow full grown man. Yeah, but I want she ain't get my guest in here yet. This is the right link, right?
Yeah, that's the one I opened up.
Okay. You want to check it over there? So usually she's over.
Wait, you check it there.
I did. I did. See. Okay. So anyway, so it was interesting because I missed that part. So I missed that part, and so I caught Terrence J. And I think that was a pretty good tribute. So what is it? 106 in Park? Because actually, when it's 106, that means
no 106.
106 in Park.
106 in Park.
And anyway, some of the performances they had were really good. They were really good.
That
so
just made me feel even older. I was like,
and you felt oh.
Because I grew up watching 106 in Park.
And you know what the thing about it said because that's like your generation, but the current generation they don't get that. They don't get that because you were introduced to new music and stuff.
Right, that was the time you had 106 in Park on BT, and then on MTV you had TRL, which was called the Request Live.
Oh, I remember that. I never knew what TRL. Okay, so I remember that.
That's how you had introduced to the pop and stuff like that. You had that.
What they have now? Nothing.
Nothing. Because you had that. That's how people started on Carson Daly.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. I remember Carson Daly.
Daily. Roxy Diaz was on there for a little bit. That's how she ended up on 106 in Park.
Oh, okay.
So those like countdown shows that helped you introduce a lot of people that's still in the industry.
Right, and a lot of new music. It so helped us introduce us to really. Yeah, I thought I was like, yeah, what happened to her? Well, how old is she? She's like what? Maybe is she in her 40s?
No, they might be. she might be in her 50s because they were.
Oh,
Because I think
they were like the
like,
original, right?
yeah, they were the original. They were like in their late 20s, early 30s.
Oh, so they must be in their 50s. Yeah, I wonder why AJ didn't come.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I want to meet
AJ was cute. I remember AJ because AJ was cute to me.
AJ still cute. You know, he cut the dreads off.
I know that was made him look even better. I was like, woo, okay.
You fine with the dreads. Now, like, you cut the dreads off.
Yeah, yeah. And so I'm glad that they did that. So
Well, you know why the show was 5 hours.
you all know you had to be. It was 5 hours, not 3 hours. It was 5 hours. But you know what? When you're celebrating 25 years, it is impossible to have 25 hours of 25 years of celebration in a matter of 2 hours. So the 5 hours was good. Was good. Okay, it was entertaining from the jump. To me, it was entertaining.
And Kirk Franklin, he set it off for me.
Yes, he did. Oh, I forgot you didn't put my things. I was gonna bring some of those up. Damn it to hell! I know I have some photos from the BET Awards that I wanted to share with you guys, but I will post them on my social media, and you guys will find them that way. You guys will be able to find them that way. It was, but you know what? It was so entertaining that the 5 hours didn't even feel like it was 5 hours. Well, yeah, okay, well maybe if you guys were watching but it was really good. I had to take my hat off to what the heck, Brianna, sit here, girl. I have to give it to Kevin Hart. It's over here. Kevin Hart did a really good job. At first, I wasn't too sure.
He made them put some clothes on.
Right, there with Kevin Hart. So I think Kevin probably demanded that the people dress a certain way because I saw no, with the exception of what's her name, that with she did the song with the gospel song with Kirk Franklin. Now she was showing a bit too much skin in my opinion, but for the most part they all were dressed very nice. Uh, what's his name? The one introduced Mariah Carey, the Icon Award. Buster, Buster had on a nice tuxedo. He had on the nice jewelry. Hair was cut nice, so Buster was looking very 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 nice. Because he gave the Icon Award to Mariah Carey. Now, what I found strange about that was that normally they have some singers that come on and they will perform some of the Icon songs. Mariah Carey did not get that, and I said, why didn't she have that? I guess maybe because nobody can get that range, can hit Mariah Carey notes. Maybe that's what it is. So maybe that's what I'm thinking. And so she came out and she spoke for a long time. I have great photos of Mariah Carey from the BET Awards. And I have beautiful. She was beautiful in person. Mariah had slimmed down some, but she was still beautiful even before. But she was very nice, very very well dressed. Loved it, loved it. Who else was one of my favorite? Oh, who else was my favorite? You know what? This was my heart right here. Jamie Foxx received the Icon Award, and Jamie and his daughters were beautiful. Jamie had his nice little his brim hat on, his tuxedo on, looked really good. But Jamie was emotional the entire time on the show. He was crying, and you know what? I know where that came from. He said, "I'm thankful. I'm thankful because I'm here." He said, "I know," and he was grateful, and it's to have Babyface. Oh my God, Jesus Lord! Babyface is one of my all-time singers, performers, writers. Love him. So for him to come out and do the tribute to Jamie Foxx, there was Jamie was crying, but I'm busy trying to get my photos, and I'm crying at the same time. So it was a wonderful evening. The last couple of years I have into BET Awards, and look at them. But I will say, and I was a little reluctant this season as well. But I said, okay, it's Kevin Hart. So Kevin, it was very professionally well done. What I learned, there's quite a few new shows coming out from Tyler Perry, and have some new shows that are premiering. And I love Tyler Perry was one of the highlights of the moment for me because when he came out, he spoke about the footprints and how as this current administration is trying to remove the footprints of us black people. And he said, you don't give up, you don't. And he made a point of talking about staying strong and being true to yourself and all these other things. And then the camera panned to Snoop to look at Snoop Dogg's face. And I thought the cameraman was brilliant in what he did by and what he did by panning over to Snoop Dogg. And then see, this is me. So there was a lot of people. There were a lot of people in the audience. Sometimes you have a place backstage, which was me, and you have that place backstage, and you're able to see the reactions of certain uh, artists and things of that nature. Well, I'm looking over. When it was time for, I'm kind of jumping all over the place because I want to get it all in before my guests come on. Now, if they don't come on today, I don't know what happened because I checked with them. Everything was good. They have the link and all that good stuff. So I don't know where they are, but nonetheless. So Snoop Dogg, when he was performing, there were some comments I think that he made. People worrying about me, worrying about what I did. Some of the stuff he said. I'm good. I'm standing. I'm black. I'm 100% black. This, that, or whatever. So that what that was in reference to. He was basically referencing the fact that how people talked about him and drug him when he went to when he did his step and fetch it, for Donald Trump. And some people talked about him. And I am one too as well. But when he was introduced, his wife Brianna always makes a statement. She makes a comment. She's not here to comment on it, but she makes a comment. She says, "What's with the jailhouse braids?" From the wife. She has been wearing those braids forever. She's been wearing her braids forever, and so she never really. She looks okay to me. There's nothing wrong with her, but she looks okay to me. Okay, so to my viewers, make sure you guys share the live and invite other people to come on. So invite other people to come on. I'm talking. Here I am, Elle Unfiltered. But anyway, so I guess when he was doing his performance, he basically was like it was like basically like an fu. Like telling people, I'm good. You all tried to do this. I'm standing tall. I'm with my, just all that nonsense. It's as if he was trying to check all the people who commented about him hanging out, at the for the inauguration when Trump was being inaugurated or whatever. And that's why I said I was very reluctant to even acknowledge. For me, I'm only one person, so you don't have to. He don't have to acknowledge me. I'm cool with that. But it was very hard for me to just listen to him, and even for me, it wasn't no applause for me. I'm gonna be honest. So if anybody called me, okay, it was no applause for me. I looked, I listened. It was like, oh, okay, because I'm just not that person that you just can't. I forgive. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I forgive. Let me be cute. I think I am a very forgiving person. But the fact that you went and you did all of this, for Donald Trump and whatever, and then you got the icon award, I get it. But people say, well, you know what? You have to look at his music, his the music that he's created, the path, the fact he's this entrepreneur, all those things are good. But to me, for me personally, when you go and you do something like that with a person like Donald Trump, and you go and you do, I lose respect for you anyway. It was hard for me when Snoop first came out anyway, because he was with the oh my god, I have no words. That first album, I don't think it was Chronic. I don't think it was Chronic. But the one where he was just had like the prison garb on, the prison gear on, and coming out with the bottle and all of the stuff. It took a long time for me to even acknowledge Snoop Dogg and to even like some of the things that he put out. Because I never liked him when he first came out, because it was extremely ghetto to me, extremely. So it was like too hardcore. I just didn't like him. And so as the years progressed, I kind of softened my opinion of him, and I would start listening to more stuff he listened to. Now keep in mind, I had a young child at that age, so I didn't really allow Brianna to listen to that kind of stuff. Um, so I didn't allow her to listen to those kind of things. But nonetheless, he got the Icon Award. He was, and then the other thing is that you feel like you're in a room full of your peers, people who you've worked with a lot of people, and you go out there and you spend some rhymes while you're performing, asking as if I don't have to be humble or show humility or beg anyone for forgiveness. You know what, dude? Yeah, you kind of do. You kind of do. And the fact that you did that, it just conveys to me even more why I think you effed up. I would take the Jasmine Crockett with the Jasmine Crockett face and say, fuck that dude. The F word. I literally, that's how I feel about him. I don't have anything for you. You're a millionaire. You don't have anything for me. I have no interest in having a conversation with you. But for a while, he would go. But when he first happened, he was going around on some of all of the podcasts and the other talk shows and trying to talk to people. Boy, I have really, I have nothing for you. I really don't. I truly, truly do not. I have nothing for you. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Ah, yeah. So, so I'm waiting for my guest to come on, and she didn't know. Hold on, I gotta go back now. I gotta go back now. I gotta go back now. Okay. Here I am. I think she should be coming on any second. I had to check my messages because I was waiting for my artist to come in. Anyway, so I was talking about Snoop Dogg. So even when he played the Super Bowl, what, a couple years ago or something, a couple years ago, I was like, okay, you did a good job. I loved it. You did a great job, and I appreciate that. But now I have nothing for you, son. You don't need me. You don't need me. You don't need my money. But here's the funny part: for all of the people who say they spent money, on Snoop's buying his music and things like that back in the day, I can truly, honestly sit here and say I never spent one dime on any of his music. Not I, not me, not me. I never spent now. I never spent now one. I never spent now one. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to do two things. I'm trying to do two things. I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do a couple things at one time. Because I'm trying to get my artist. Okay, I'm trying to get her to come on. Oh Lord, send in, send in, send in. Okay, so I'm back now. Okay, I keep having to pop off, so the TikTok don't get upset with me. I'm trying to I'm trying to get uh okay, here's a way. Okay, I'm going back. Hold on. TikTok is getting so they get so I'm back. Gee whiz. You guys get so sentimental. So anyway, the BET Awards for 5 hours was truly, truly hello? Was truly, truly awesome. And I have tons of photos that I'm going to, when we get to the summer edition of Ray Magazine, I will show you guys all some of the pictures, some of the quotes that I have. Really, really, really awesome. Like I said, everyone was dressed very classy, with the exception of maybe a couple of people. But what can you do about that? Kevin Hart, I was in Kevin Hart a hard time. I'm not that big of a fan of Kevin Hart, but he hosted the show and he did a really great job. He did a really good job. So yeah. So I am okay. Let's see this here. Okay, now invite link. Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that there. Okay, my artist should be coming momentarily, but we'll see. Anyway, uh, so while I'm waiting for her to come in, and let me see, one of the biggest moments on the BET Awards, like I said, was Jamie seeing Babyface, sing Jamie's music, you know, play tribute to him. That was really awesome. But as I said, Jamie Foxx was really teary eyed, emotional the whole night. And we know that Jamie Jamie said he's getting ready to go back on do a comedy tour. So he's gonna play some smaller venues, just trying to get his foot back, just trying to get his feet wet again to get back to working. So if he comes near us here, then if he comes You're in Chicago, then okay. What is okay? Come on now. I am trying to. Okay, I'm trying to see what my guest is. I'm sorry, you guys. Hold on. Excuse me. Don't be mad at me. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to get her to. I'm just trying to get her to come on because we're waiting for her. Yep. All right. All right. Cindy. I have so much stuff going on that it's hard to cancel it. Okay, I'm back. So I'm trying to get her to come on. Okay, nobody's there yet. All right. So we're gonna wait until she comes in, and then we will chat with her. But let's get back to my conversation. I tell you. So now let's talk. We're gonna talk about you. Of course, everything's been on everyone's mind. Oh, oh God. Yes. Oh my God. Okay. I mean, there's okay. All right. Okay. There we go. All right. I have no idea what is happening, but let me see. I think let me see here. Okay. Oh come on. No, no. Okay. This is doing the absolute most right now. This is doing the absolute most right now. Okay. I'm just trying to I have no idea why this is doing. Okay. So let me go back here. Gee whiz, gee. This is a whole situation today. Okay. All right. So there I am. I'm back. I don't know what's happening, but I was trying to get my guest, so I had to resend some information. So hopefully, she has it and she can come on and have a conversation with us. If not, we're gonna have to get her in later on. All right. So as I was saying, oh God, I feel like I'm all over the place. We were talking about the BET Awards. So as I said, I'm gonna have more pictures for you guys um, coming up in the new edition of Bray Magazine. So I look forward to that, and hopefully you guys will will join us soon. You guys will pick up a copy of Bray Magazine and get all that working and get that together as well too. All righty. Okay. Oh shoot. Now that went off. Oh my Lord, have mercy. I have no idea what is happening today. See what happens when Brianna leaves. When Brianna has to, when she's not here. Um, when Brianna's not here, everything goes haywire. So hopefully my other guests will come into the room. But I will play Luna Collins' song by the end of the show. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening on. Oh, thank you guys for tuning in and listening. Let me see. I want to yeah everything. Yeah. Everything is here. You guys just hold on for me for a second. I'm just trying to make sure I'm trying to make sure that everyone gets what they need to come and join us for the try and join me for the conversation. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing right now. They're like, what is she doing? She's not talking. I'm trying, people. I'm trying. I'm trying, people. I'm, I have too many windows running and all this other stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy time. It's crazy time. So let me do this here. Okay. I just want to make sure everybody gets what they need to. All right. There we go. So now I'm going to go back. I have, ooh, this is a lot of work right here. All right. So I am literally just waiting for my artists to come in the room, you guys, today. But here I am. I'm going to wait for them to come in. I hope you guys are enjoying. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Okay. There you guys go. Okay, I'm going back. Oh, I am literally doing five things at one time. Whew. Okay, so let's get back into some more conversation. I'm just trying to make sure my guests have the right link, so that they can join us to have a conversation about their new work. But I just give you guys an overview of what I thought, for the BT Awards and all that good stuff. So it's that time of the year. It's June. We're in the midst of Juneteenth. So I'm looking forward to all of the artists that we have. Let me go in here. I think one of my guests is here right now. So let me click on here. Oh,
In the
Mr.
backstage
Okay,
area.
there you go.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Hello.
there.
Can you hear
Hi.
me? Hi. How are you?
Okay. I'm on there now. Okay, bye, bye. Hi.
Hi. Hi. How are you? Welcome to the.
Hi.
Can you hear
I'm
me?
Becky. Hang on, I'm just going to make the screen bigger.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You're a little soft. You turn your volume up a little bit because I'm up as loud as I go.
Okay. I just put it up. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Hi, Becky.
Good.
How are you?
Hi. I'm great. We're
It's
just
so
waiting
nice
for
to meet.
Peter now.
We're
What's
waiting
your
for
name?
Peter. I'm Elle.
Hi, Elle. Nice to meet you. Where are you?
I'm in Chicago.
Oh, wow. I'm in Hollywood.
You're in LA. I know you guys are. You're like two
I'm in
hours behind me time wise, so it's like 5 o'clock there.
Yes, it's 5 here.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That looks
So,
nice in is that your pool there? It looks lovely.
well, thank you.
Mine's all pink, of course.
Let me tell you something. I was gonna wait for Pete to come in, but I have to tell you this.
Yep.
You guys, your single is called Showdown, correct?
Yes.
You guys are killing that song.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it
Okay.
was written by the lovely Peter Foldy, who's joining us any minute now.
Listen,
um,
I I
and
I
asked
didn't
me
know
to
what
sing.
to expect. I didn't know what to expect when I first heard the song, but the moment from the very first beat, I said it captured me, and I am that person that when you capture me in like the first like 5 seconds, you sold me. And you
Yep.
guys did. At first, I said, is that Peter or is that Becky? So I listened and I was like, okay, because and then I heard you come in, but it's an amazing song. The beat, the lyrics to it, the melody,
It's
it's all
beautiful.
working. It's all working.
Yeah. It's like a lovely story that, yeah, between a husband and wife or something. Peter can elaborate more on the lyrics
Uh
when he
huh.
joined. But yeah, I was honoured that he asked me to sing on it.
So how
So I
did you
think
guys
it's,
connect? How did you and Peter meet? How did you guys connect?
where is he? He should be here. He'll be joining us. I want to tell the story when he's here,
Okay.
so
Well,
he can
maybe you
join in.
might want to share. You might want to share that link with him. I just sent you. Maybe you want to. It's a fresh link. Maybe you want to send it to him again.
Oh, did you send it? I
What
don't know
you
how to
you
do
you,
it.
you
Did
used the
you
one I
send it
sent
to
you
him?
earlier, right?
He sent one to me, and I clicked on it.
Okay, well that's the right one. Yeah, that's the one he has. Yeah, yeah. He's probably just tied up. It's Peter. I figure he's busy. Okay,
He must be joining any minute.
okay. So
But
okay, so
yeah,
tell me.
I met Peter at a. It's very Hollywood, but we met at a screening Peter, hi.
There
I'm
he
here.
is.
I was just telling
How are
the story of
you?
how we
Good to
met.
see you
I'm
again.
great. How are you?
I'm great. I just walked in the door, so I needed a minute.
Well, okay, well, I'm glad we gave you a minute. I was just telling
No, I'm
Becky.
done. I'm done. I'm ready for you. I'm ready.
Oh,
So
okay,
start
okay, okay,
recording whenever. Hold on
okay,
one second.
okay. He says, I'm ready. Then hold on for a second. Okay, okay,
Here we
so,
go.
okay.
No, I'm too dark. Hold on.
Oh my God.
This is
Oh,
the director in
he's a
him.
movie director.
This is us. This is the director in Pete for sure.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay.
Adjusting the curtains to make it just right. All right.
Okay, that is better, Pete. I'm gonna be honest. That's better. Okay. Okay. So
There
I
you
was
go.
telling Becky at the start of our conversation, this song is killer for me.
Oh, thank you.
It just captured my
It is.
attention like the first second, and I kept listening and listening. Your voice is even more amazing on this one than the first song I heard you on. I don't know
Oh,
what you
thank you.
did,
Very
but
sweet. Well,
you sound
no, what I did was I got Becky. You know, she sang
Aw.
along and made me sound better.
Well, the reason that I sang on it is because it was such a beautiful song. So I was honored to be part of it.
Well,
it
It's a
is.
gorgeous.
So where did you come up with the lyrics for the song and the title Showdown? What's the story behind that?
it's about a couple, you know, who basically want to stay together. Their relationship is, been going on, but it's at the point where they're maybe a little sick of each other. But it's a plea to make it work out because why have a showdown when we really belong together? So I think that's what it's kind of about.
It's a lovely story. It's got a good like storyline to it. So
Thank
It's
you.
got a great storyline. It's got a great melody. It's like it was like speaking to me. So I was just
mood.
like, this is. I'm like, this is amazing. I didn't even expect this from the first time we talked. Pete, I didn't expect this from you. I don't know what I expected, but I didn't expect this from you.
Well, musicians make music, and I can make different types of music. Becky can sing different types of songs. We're not just like stuck in one little, you know, pattern. So I mean, I'm working, as I told you last time, on a country album, country EP. So I like all kinds of music. There's only certain kinds of songs that my voice is suited for. Like I would never
Mhm.
try, God knows,
Heavy
hard rock. Heavy metal. That's not me. But you know,
Peter
but
doing heavy metal.
yeah.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
But as,
So
as Becky
Becky,
was saying, sorry, go ahead. As Becky was saying, we met at a party and she told me she's a singer and I listened to her stuff and she sounded great. And I had this track and originally it wasn't a duet. I mean, when I sent it to you, Becky, it was just a full song, right? I believe.
I
Or did
think
I
so.
send it to you with your parts already not
I can't
full?
remember.
Okay. Well, it
That,
was a full
but I
song. Just
remember
I
loving
thought
it.
I'd do it, but I thought, this works as a duet.
It
So I
needs the
sent it to
fourth,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
so
Like
so we went in the studio here in Los Angeles, and we, very happy with the results. She brought so much to it, so I'm really pleased.
she
thank
did.
you.
I mean, when I first heard your voice, I was like, okay, that sounds really good. But then when I heard her come in, I was like, this is even more. I was like on fire. I can't even describe how I really felt. But I was like,
Well, we love that.
I'm just gonna be. I was like, damn, this is really good. That was my reaction. I was like, this is really
That,
good.
yeah, it
Well,
has a bit of that late 70s, early 80s kind of smooth vibe that I
It,
love.
you know what it is? It's like it's real music. It has a story, and that's
Yeah,
what I think is missing in today's music. And it just took me. I was just like, wow, okay, this has got to become like an American
yeah.
Music Award or something. This is like
Well, we're
fantastic.
trying. We're trying to get it out there. We're getting some airplay in Canada. We're getting some decent reaction on Spotify. I'm figuring
Mhm.
out a way to promote it in Australia because Becky had some big hits in Australia. She's got a gold record there and a gold album.
at the back there it is.
Oh, there it is. Oh,
That's
Oh,
awesome.
there it
single.
is. Let's see it, Becky. Let's see it up close. I want to see it up close.
Oh my God. How do I? Oh, there's hair hanging in the background.
Oh, there
That's
you go.
our record Cry, our single, the Mavises. And I just found that when I was in Australia the other day, that's our album, Pink Pills.
Oh, amazing.
So I brought
Really?
that home from my brother's
And
studio. I was
so
like, I'm taking that. That's mine.
she's got this. She's got this
90.
band called the Mavises, and they're getting back together and going out on tour. And
Yeah.
so
Okay.
it's a very exciting time for her. And I hope I can come over to Australia and watch you guys. That'd be
Yeah,
amazing.
exactly. And it's
Maybe I
good for
will.
both. having Showdown out, and then the Mavis is doing new stuff. Just
Yeah,
both-
so there's a lot of like good energy in the air right now for this kind of
yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
So Becky, what can I put you in a genre of music, or you say I don't fit into any particular genre?
I always find it hard to describe the Mavises. That band, I've been in this band since I was a teenager with my brother. We sing together, and I guess we started as a punk pop kind of weird band, but we always had very catchy melodies and lots of harmonies. So we've just refined our sound over the years, but it's quite unique having the dual brother sister harmonies, and it's quite poppy at times, and then it's heavy at times as well. It's guitars.
We'll send you. You should send her some tracks after the interview. We can email you some of the Mavis's tracks.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So my question was, how do you work with your sibling every day
We
or
don't.
most
We
days?
don't. No. We just we fight sometimes, like brother sister, slip into those childhood roles.
Yeah,
But most
yeah,
of the time we're great. Like creatively, we're amazing together. When we're singing, it's just like
And
television.
I've seen videos of them on stage, and they do an amazing show. There's so much energy. They jump around, and they really are fun to watch.
We just
So-
slot into the telepathic connection on stage, I think. It's really cool.
Tell
That is
us
so
some of the acts you've opened for, because she's opened for some big acts in Australia.
In the 90s, we opened for Kylie Minogue. We toured all around Australia with her, which was amazing.
Really?
Yep. Green Day. Played on lots of big festivals in Australia. And recently with this band you wouldn't have heard of, but they're big in Australia. TISM. We played
And
with
you
them.
did John Bon Jovi as well, right? You
Played with Bon Jovi at this huge big thing in the early 2000s as well, or mid 2000s maybe.
So
But we
how
just
long? So how long have you been doing music? I mean, how your career started in what year?
That you'll guess my age, but
Yeah.
so we
No, I
started.
won't.
We're proud of it actually. We started the band in the late 80s, believe it or not. When we were kids.
Really? I would have
Yes.
never. No, I would have never guessed.
She was 5 at the time. She was 5.
I was 5. So we started in the 80s and got signed like 10 years later, and then I don't know. This is too much.
So do you feel like, everybody says they have to pay their dues. So do you feel like you've paid your dues to have your career moving as it is now?
Yeah. Yep. Now we're just like, we don't want to do those little pub gigs anymore. We only want to do bigger ones like festivals or opening for a big band or something on the big stage.
Awesome.
And so you should.
So do you plan on making any tours here in the States, touring in the States at all?
We want to at some point, at least do a show or something, because we've never played over here. So just to tick that off the list would be fun.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
It's
well,
mainly-
I think I told Peter this. I said, this is the time of year in Chicago where festivals are everywhere. So you should like come to Chicago in the summertime. I just can't even. There's just festivals everywhere. I just can't even name all of them. And you guys would really be great.
Thank you. Maybe Peter and I'll end up performing Showdown
There
somewhere.
you go. We might.
At the Emmys or something.
We might. That would be amazing. But yeah, what you guys need to do is find an American agent who can book you. When you get this new, the band together again, make sure you get some good videos that you can send over and show to some agents, because that's how you do it. You just show them the videos and somebody will book you, because you guys look great, and you sound great. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be playing.
Well, Pete, why don't you do it?
Why don't I do it? Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. I used to go out and I opened for the Hollies. I toured across Canada as well when I was doing this. People have suggested I do like a smaller show with maybe showing some videos and footage of like things I've done in my life, because I knew the Bee Gees when I was a kid, so I could tell a lot of great stories and show a clip and then play a song. So more of a personal vibe, and I've thought about that, and maybe one day I'll do that. It's just there's so many things going on, and as you know, I direct movies. That's kind of my day job, so I'm pretty busy for the most part. But,
well, Becky, I had to ask him. I had to ask him. I just had to put it out there to Pete and say, Pete needs to do it.
Yeah, I think so. You never know. If the song
Well-
ends up in a movie, people will want to hear it live.
Well, 100%. And
Have to
I'm
play
going
it.
to I'm going to try and get it into movies. I'm working on that, to try and get the song into some movies. I was telling a friend of mine right before this, I jumped on this call. There's a guy from the TV show Stranger Things. His name is Joe Keery or something. He's like a big television actor guy. I don't quite know who he is. He put a song out. He's not anything special. I'm not to offend him, but he's not anything special. Put out a decent song, put it on TikTok. Nothing happened for 3 months. Suddenly it exploded on TikTok. In the last year, he's had 1.5 billion with a B streams.
Stop
Oh my God.
it.
Anything's
So-
possible.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
Yeah.
I can
TikTok.
imagine. Oh, sorry. What were you
No,
saying?
TikTok and social media is kind of a way in.
It is. I
Would
can
you-
imagine go down in a romantic comedy movie though. I can really. It
100%.
belongs. It
Oh,
belongs.
I agree. I agree with you. Yep. 1000%. Definitely. It's definitely a romantic comedy song.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I was just so thrilled and I couldn't wait to get them on here to talk about this because how did they come up with this? I'm just, it floors me. I hate to admit this, but you have your idea of what you think someone's music is going to be when you hear it. But you guys knocked me out of my box of thinking, which I love very much.
Great.
Well, thank you.
That's
Thank you
amazing.
so much. We appreciate that.
Look, that's going to be my Independence, one of my favorite songs for the 4th of July. I'm just going to be honest.
Oh, we love that. We love that. And I'm going to
Plus-
try and, like I said, get it into some movies. And I think that's maybe the way for the song to be noticed, and maybe recognized in movies. But we've also got it on TikTok, and I'm also on Spotify. And, like I said, I'm trying to find a way to promote it in Australia because Becky kind of has some credibility there. She's like kind of a star there. So I'm trying to see if I can get some Australian action on it. But I haven't found the right person to promote it yet. I've talked to a couple of people. They either want too much money or they don't call me back, which is not a good sign. When somebody doesn't call you back, you kind of go, uh-oh,
Well,
So-
I'm gonna tell you. Oh, I tell you this. You guys know. If you didn't know, June is what we call Black Music Month. Now, granted, you're not black, but it's music, and I love it, and I'm gonna play, and I'm gonna promote it. So there you go.
Well,
Thank
we
you
would
very
love
much.
that. Thank you so much. Play it for your friends, and maybe they'll listen to
Well,
it
I'm
on
gonna play
Spotify.
one for my friends. I'm just gonna play it. It's gonna be on my playlist. We've got another
Right.
radio station. I got a new station that's being built. So I'm gonna play it. This is gonna be like my theme song. I think for the rest of the year.
Well, you are the best. We really.
Ew.
I know I am, Pete. I know.
Well-
Thank you.
Aw.
So are you guys gonna work on any more collaborations together?
We just might. After
Yeah.
this, we just might. I'll have
Yeah.
to write something else and come up with something that we can collaborate on. Why not?
Because we've had fun, like doing it,
You
and having our
you have to.
stuff like that.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
shot a little, I don't know, you've seen the album cover. We shot it at our favorite restaurant called Swingers, which is very close to me and very close to Becky. And then we shot like a little TikTok video just around there as well. So, doing what we can.
Fun. Swingers is the place where everyone has their meetings, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of this Hollywood diner.
Oh
Really
God,
cool.
not the Hollywood thing.
But
Stop.
it's great. Really cool.
So I know you guys. This is a little off topic. So you guys are in Hollywood. So everybody. You guys are all over the place, all over the news. So clarify some things for me. What is it? Is it as crazy as it's portrayed to be there? Right? Because I've gotten different stories today. So they're
Yeah,
like, it's
so
not what you guys think.
My understanding is I haven't been listening to the news today. We were doing a story conference about one of my films, but it's pretty wild down there right now.
In downtown.
Yes, it's pretty wild. I think there's an element that has come in to do some to disturb the situation, but I think the protests that are going on are pretty legitimate in terms of like you can't just come and snatch people out of their houses and out of their
Right.
jobs. They've contributed. They may be illegal, but a lot of them were born here. Whatever, they're children of immigrants, and America is an immigrant country. Everybody's from somewhere. But I think sending in the National Guard and the Marines, I think it only inflames the situation. But
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy down there. And
In Hollywood, it's okay. There's nothing going
yeah,
on.
it's okay. Like we're not super close to it. Like I can see
Wait.
downtown from my window, but
Oh.
yeah, I can't see the riots, but I can see downtown. But yeah, it's kind of crazy today. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and for the last
Well,
few
you know
days.
what? I said like this. It's gonna be like this until that situation is resolved. you know.
No, I know what you
Evolved
said.
peace all round. That's what
Yeah,
we want. Peace.
that's what we all want. Yeah, like the world doesn't need to be as crazy as it is.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
does. It does not. See, Pete. There you go, right there. There's another song right there for you.
Peace.
Well,
No,
you've heard my song "Toxic World." Have you ever heard my song
Yes.
"Toxic
Yes.
World"?
Yep. Yep.
Well,
Yep.
it's kind of about that, where everybody's living in a toxic world, like the world's gone mad. I wrote that during COVID, because that's what toxic world was referring to, the
Uh-huh.
toxicity in the air. But it really does speak to all the stuff that's going on in the world everywhere. So
that's why we need music, because
music is a great healer.
celebration and
I did you guys? I don't know if you guys, but did you guys happen to watch catch uh the BET Awards celebrating 25 years of music?
I was out. That was last night, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I was out at a thing. I didn't see it, but I read something about it, and I know people
yeah,
spoke very passionately about what's going on.
Yeah, yeah. But it was the music. I thought about it. I said, I can't believe BET Awards is like 25 years old. That's like I
which
can't believe
awards?
it.
What are they
It's
called? The
the BET Awards.
BET
What
Awards.
does it stand for? The
I'll have to look it up.
Black Entertainment TV or Black
Oh,
Black,
Entertainment Television.
yeah, BET is a network. It's the Black
oh,
Entertainment Television Network, and they had their awards for I guess African American music, right? Is that
cool.
Yep,
yeah?
I
yep,
don't have
yep,
any
yeah.
TV channels on at all. I've just got a smart TV with YouTube, and that's about
There you
it.
go.
So, like,
That's all you need.
look it up.
Do you,
Yeah,
do you have
because
Do you have Netflix, Becky?
I've got Netflix and Amazon
Yeah,
Prime and YouTube, and that's it.
yeah. That's about
I
all
don't
I
like
watch. Yeah.
news.
see,
Do you know what I mean?
like Peter, I think music is universal. So I don't really like to lump music and say, okay, the black music or this music. So I think it's universal. But I'm glad that certain people get special awards or get recognition for their work, and I think that's what's important.
I agree. I agree. It's
So
terrific.
so
And
so
yeah,
Pete, when can we look for you to have a music award at some point? Is that something you look forward to maybe
yeah.
accomplish? You're already an
I, I look
accomplished
I look
director, so
forward to it. I look forward to it, but I have no expectations because the music business is so competitive. I don't know if you know that 40,000 records or songs are put up on Spotify every day.
no, I
40,000
didn't know
a
that.
day.
That's
So
insane, isn't it?
so how does one song jump out? It takes, who knows? It's a miracle, really. Just to get any traction whatsoever. But so much ever because what it used to be a thing where you had to go to the studio and spend a lot of money. Now
Yeah,
people
yeah.
can make music on their phones. You can do something on their phones. Look at what's the name of that girl who does it out of her bedroom? With her brother, Billie Eilish.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Billie Eilish had a little system, and they did it in their bedrooms. It did an album, and they sold millions of copies. And so you can make music anywhere. You can get a guitar and overdub it, and sing a number of tracks, and you can create good music. So it's become very accessible for people. So it's also become far more competitive. You know.
but do you find that it makes it more difficult, or do you wish it was like the how originally people go to the studios, they get signed at different labels? Do you wish it was more of
Bit of,
that
a
now?
bit of both. I like that we've
100%.
experienced the old way that was done with go to the
The
studio and
Uh-huh.
The
record.
reason is because there was physical products. I'm just going to open my curtains a little bit. Hold on.
Yeah,
Okay,
Because it's getting
go ahead,
dark.
Becky. Go
we're
ahead, Becky.
we're blessed. Like Peter and I are blessed that we've experienced the music industry like back then in the 80s and 90s, the
Uh-huh.
old school way you play shows and people take notice, like record companies come and watch, and then you get signed, and then you put out a physical copy, and
But
So
that was
that was
fun.
the thing. You could
But now
sell
it's also good.
physical copies. Like Toxic Worlds had, I don't know, 50, 60,000 streams, which is not a lot compared to the guy who had 1.5 billion. But imagine if that was a single. You'd have made $50,000 on that one track.
yeah,
So you know what I'm saying? That when
Yeah.
physical product went away, that's when the music business changed. And
Yeah.
Spotify and people like that, they just don't pay, and they don't have to pay because it's the only game in town. There's no, there's like this Apple Music, but the streamers are the only way to get music out there right now, unless you get into a movie. But you know what I'm saying? So they don't pay anything. So people, I mean, people just can't make a living at doing music anymore. It's very hard. Appearing live is still a thing. So if
I,
Okay.
if you have a band that can play live, that's you still make money
Is
doing
that why so many musicians now that they're saying that they're touring more and they're touring often and they're touring long? So is that the reason why?
there's,
So they want to keep their music out there?
there's
it.
a lot of bands,
100%.
yeah,
Go ahead,
like
Becky.
80s, sorry, a lot of 80s and 90s bands reforming, like the Go-Go's and all those kind of bands, and they
Uh-huh.
go on tour, and because they get paid a lot, I guess.
Because that's where the money is. But the thing is, selling tickets to concerts only works if you have a recognizable brand. So the
Yeah,
Go Go's, and
Yeah.
in Australia, I expect the Mavises will have an audience that you can pull in,
yeah,
Mhm.
and so recognize like the Eagles are still touring, and so many bands are still
Yeah.
touring,
yep.
but they're recognizable. So if the Peter Foley band went out there, nobody would show up except my cousins.
If the
But
songs a hit, they will.
if the songs a hit, that would help. That would
Exactly.
This,
Don't
that
want
would
to
help.
I'm telling you
hit.
guys, this song is going to be a hit. This song is going to be a hit.
Well, thank you. From your mouth to God's ears, as I
Well,
like.
Well, you know what? He's always listening. So
if you
I,
give
I,
it
I I think you guys are fantastic. You need to do a part two.
We
Follow up on it.
we'll work on it. We'll work on it.
yeah,
We'll,
we will. It'll be fun.
we'll do a
Yeah,
follow
don't
up.
don't switch up singers on me. Keep it just like you have it. Just
Yep,
update it a
Definitely
little more.
do it for sure.
we will absolutely.
All right, you
Yay.
guys. Then I'm out of
Well,
here.
thank you so much for talking to us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you
Thank
I
so
you.
love
much.
the fact that you like the track.
Yeah,
Oh no no no
thanks.
no no no. Just clarify. I love the track.
Oh,
I
And
thank
Becky's
you.
going to
I,
send
I
you some of her music. Becky will email you some
Oh
of the.
yeah, I'll send you some Mavis's stuff, and we've got a
send
new
it to
song
me. Yes yes.
coming
I play
out.
all types of music. So
That'd be
I'm not one
great.
you can't ever put me in a box. I'm looking forward to Becky. Stay in touch. Peter, we know you're gonna stay in touch.
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll do this
I,
again
I,
soon.
yes,
Yay.
yes, we will. All right, you guys. I don't want to keep you guys, and I'm about to get out of here.
Take
This
care.
is
Have
like
a
my short day.
wonderful rest of your night. Take
Thank
care.
you
You
so
too.
much.
You too,
Bye,
you guys.
Peter.
Take care. Be
Bye.
safe.
You too.
Bye
Yeah.
Bye
bye.
bye.
There you guys go. Okay, there they go. They're gone. All right. So Peter and Becky were here today. I thank them for tuning in. I've had a blast this evening. Luna Collins, I don't know what happened to Luna, so she got disconnected or couldn't connect or something. But I had a great, wonderful time. You guys, listen to me. Go if Peter Foley and Becky. I get her last name. I'll tell you guys on my email. But go and check out the song's Showdown. It's fantastic. I would not to blowing their horn or whatever, but the song is really really great. I am going to put it on my social media somewhere. I am. Yes, I am. But thank you guys for tuning in to Elle Unfiltered. Peter Foley and Becky were my guests this evening. Whew. And now I'm out of here. It's almost 7:30. We talked about the BT Awards. Peter gave us an update on what's happening out there in Hollywood because that's where they are. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you tune back in on Monday with you're going to join me and Dr. Fight and Brianna for something to talk about. We always have loads and loads to speak about. If you guys are listening on A&O Radio, thank you guys for tuning in on A&O. I know sometimes we miss you guys on Wednesdays on A&O. It's just because sometimes we have a scheduled guest and they don't come on. And then I'm just like, okay, I got to reschedule. So that's why you guys have been missing me, and I've been missing you too on A&O. And stay tuned because we're going to have another radio station coming soon. Who's going to? You guys are going to be surprised. Hopefully you will enjoy it. In the meantime, you guys can go to lbmedia.com, check out everything LB Media is doing, and have fun with it. You guys enjoy your. Oh my God, I'm having a. Oh, I'm trying to talk to you guys, and I'm carrying on and burping and all kind of crazy stuff. There you guys go. There I go. All right, you guys. Okay. Have a great evening. Where am I at? Ah, I'm just trying to log out. That's all. There we go. There you go. There I go. There I go. There I go. You guys do not want to hear me singing. Now, that much I do know. You do not want to hear me singing. All right. So thank you guys on A&O Radio. Have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the rest of your work week. And as long as the Lord says so, it's going to be hot as Hades tomorrow. So we're getting up there into the 90s. We're definitely getting into the summer heat. We're definitely getting into the summer weather. So you guys be safe and have a wonderful week. And as long as the Lord says so, we will see you back here same time next week on Tuesday and Monday at 6:30. Peace out. There you guys go. There you go right there. There you go. There I go. There I go. There I go. Yes, yes, yes.